Okay, so on the 23rd, I was supposed to go for my follow-up after surgery. I had surgery on the 15th. It turns out the 21st I started spiking fevers. They're consistently above 101. So I finally had enough. On the morning of the 23rd, I was supposed to have an appointment at 1 o'clock on the 23rd. At 7 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and one of my incisions, it didn't open. It just didn't. It kind of like exploded, pretty much. There was a little leak that was coming out, and it was pus and infection. And I wound up going back to the hospital where the surgery happened, and I freaked out, of course. And it was horrible. The smell was horrible. The consistency, the burning, it was hot to touch. I wound up going back to the hospital where I had my surgery done. I called my doctor's office. I left him a message. I got in the hospital at 8:20 in the morning. Now, mind you, I didn't eat anything. Obviously, I was on the liquid diet. I had no protein because it was so early in the morning and I was in so much pain. I had a fever. I had no IV, nothing. My doctor, thank God, came down at noon, and he took care of me. Now I'm waiting in the emergency room the whole time with no IV. No one checked my vitals. Now I'm diabetic. I just had surgery, obviously of an infection of post-op, and no IV fluids, no thermometer, nothing to control the pain, nothing to control shit. So thank God my doctor came downstairs. Obviously he was busy. He did come down and he took care of it. They put me in a room. I had fluid. They gave me morphine for the pain. And as soon as he cut open the stitches, it was horrendous. Like, it just came out, and he stuck his finger in there. Like, I still feel it. Like, his finger, I swear to God, it was like up at least to here, and he was like cleaning it out, and he irrigated it and packed it and pulled and drained, and that was it. So I was in the hospital until yesterday. I came home last night. They did the same thing yesterday. They took everything out. I'm still draining, which is good because I want all this crap out. I don't want to get sick. I've been on a whole bunch of antibiotics and Tylenol and just let it all clean out. Every other freaking incision. Now, I had laparoscopic, okay? Every other incision on my body is fine. I have no pain anywhere else. I was able to get up and go. It's just this one piece. And it's the biggest cut, and it hurts the worst. So, they did it yesterday. It took 4 doctors. I mean, obviously a couple of them are learning. I had one holding my hand because I was shaking. It hurts. There's no morphine. There's no nothing. They literally have to unpack it. They didn't drain it or anything, I guess, because the gauze looked okay. So they just pulled it out, repacked it, bandaged that shit. They did that about 6:30 in the morning before breakfast. I took some Tylenol afterward, and then I was okay. Now, that was yesterday. Today, I'm home. They released me. I have a visiting nurse service from Montefiore Hospital. I already started leaking. See, I don't know if you can see that. This is my belly button. There's one of the incisions. There's another one. That one there. There's this one here. This is the one that was here that's infected. So, you can't see it, but this is where my drain is. It's not a drain. It's not like a JPEG or anything like that. It's where my fat roll is, basically. That's where the incision is, and it's basically draining itself because all that's in there is gauze. So it's basically draining itself into the gauze, and I already had to change it twice. So once this wonderful nurse gets here, I'm not going to be able to film this because I almost passed out yesterday when they were doing this. It hurts like God, you would not believe. The hospital sent me home with some supplies, and gauze, and irrigation, and scissors, so hopefully it looks good. And she could just pack it, and I can deal with the pain and not pass out. And I'm scared because this hurts. It's not hot to the touch anymore. So pretty much I'm praying to God that the infection went away, because this was serious. And for me to be pitching fevers, when I went into the emergency room, my fever was, I don't know if she said it was 101.3 or 103, but it was fucking high. I was dehydrated, my face was flushed, I couldn't get cool. I felt like my brain was melting. And I am having sweats now, but it's not a fever related. I took Tylenol at 9 o'clock in preparation of this. But hopefully this nurse knows what she's doing. And it hurts less today, because, and I begged the doctor to stitch it up, close it, because I don't want to deal with this shit again. And he said he cannot, because that was infected really bad. And he doesn't want to close it and get a festering infection again. So it's fucking drain and pack. I was aware that there could be a side effects, you know, after obviously the surgery, but I was not expecting this. No. And everything was, they're closed, like, they sutured it over. There's like a dermabond or something on all of the incisions. Here, it's just this part of my stomach, I guess, because it's like this here. I guess it was just rubbed and covered. I don't know what happened, how it happened. I was doing everything they told me to do, patting it, you know, to keep it dry. I don't fucking know how this happened. All I know is my doctor literally had to come down and save my life, and I was in the emergency room. Mind you, I was there for hours. I couldn't cry. My stomach was inflamed, hot. I couldn't cough. I couldn't cry. It was unbearable. And I was literally sitting over there, and people kept walking past me, and that pissed me off so much. I told my doctor, I told the caseworker from the hospital, I told the social worker, I told all the doctors that were there. I was quick to get triage to come in, but then I just sat there. And I sat there. And I understand that people have, missing limbs and bullet wounds and all of that, and I get it. But when you're sitting down, and I have a fever, and I don't know if anyone knew I had a fever, it should have been documented in the chart, but you're walking past me, not even asking me if I'm okay or if I need anything. I mean, I don't have a sign on the bed to tell me what floor, like, north, west, east, south. I don't know who my doctor is. I don't know who no nurse is. You didn't check my goddamn vitals, and I'm a diabetic, and I just came out of, like, they didn't do shit. So I'm gonna call and complain about that. I mean, the doctor that did see me came to see me 5 or 10 minutes before my doctor came for the surgeon. He came, she looked at it. She's like, oh yeah, oh, I'm so sorry about the wait. It was a long wait. And, oh yeah, that's infected. We'll take care of this. And I'm like, I'm calling my wife, and I'm calling the number to the office where my doctor did the surgery, and I'm crying. I'm telling them I'm still in the emergency room, and I called at 9 o'clock telling them I still haven't been seen. I'm still in the emergency room. I have no fluid. I have a fever. I said, is there any appointment sooner? They said no. I said, okay. So I'm going to wait. Because my appointment's at 1 o'clock anyway, and my appointment for his office and the emergency room is right across the street. I'll wait. I'm going to leave here at 12:15, 12:30, walk across the street, and I'm going to be fucking livid if he sees me at 1:15 and I would be still waiting there to be called to be seen. Okay. So, that was my post-op follow-up. I didn't do it that day, obviously, because I was in too much pain dying in the hospital. So, I'm going to finish this. It's 10 minutes already. Sorry, it's a little long, but this is my journey so far. I'm doing this because I needed to do it from my house. I know that. I get it. This is a small hiccup that hurts like fuck, but it'll be worth it. Thanks for following. Thanks for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I will try to post more graphic, nasty, blah stuff because it is interesting. My body is interesting. I like the medical field, but this is just fucking creepy. Thanks, guys. Bye.